Oh, darn it, I hit it with the wrong button. I hit it with the right mouse button. That one. And it still works somehow, so I guess I also hit the left button.
Your defenses are nothing.
Oh, you're able to move whilst attacking.
Yeah, because I'm just using hammer throw.
Oh,
So many enemies!
Oh, there's gold.
Slide!
Come on, Hydras.
Oh.
Oh, that's a big thingy-majiggy.
Hello.
That's a... Have they multiplied?
I think he created a bunch of illusions that immediately died.
Oh.
I have a perfect emerald.
I hate those laser beams.
Was that 97 enemies killed in a row?
Apparently.
Damn, I feel satisfied by that. There's a treasure chest with nothing in it, then.
Wow.
Treasure chest with nothing in it!
So, you got anything you want to talk about?
Who likes hearing me talk about Digimon for the 20,000th time in a row?
To be fair, I've actually got something to talk about Digimon as well, so...
You do yours first then, because I'll spend the next, 12 weeks talking.
Okay, then.
Is this that...
Digimon is a wondrous thing.
Yeah.
It is a tale throughout its many seasons.
Shut up, Diablo!
Particularly Gen 1, Digimon, Season 1, is a tale of friendship, of adventure,
Face licking.
of new discoveries, and of
Sexual
course,
innuendos.
incest.
That sounds about right.
You know how Digimon started? It started with, as Tamagotchi, but the series apparently started with a pilot video. That being attached onto the front of Digimon the movie. The Agumon v Parrotmon thing.
Yeah.
Well, that had a particular director who was involved in the creation of the Digimon Bible.
The Digimon Bible?
Yeah, all sort of cartoons, animes, shows all have what is referred to as a story Bible.
Yeah.
Which is basically the origins of stuff and a lot of the draft work and draft ideas.
Yeah.
For instance, stuff like the Sonic Bible had the stuff like Sonic being part of a band and having an American girlfriend. And also was the thing sort of referring to the world as Mobius.
Okay. Inspired
But
Sonic Underground.
it was stuff that wasn't actually used, but it's part of his character Bible.
Yeah.
For people to use as, interpret what they will and all that.
Yeah.
Well, the one person who was involved in, directed that opening movie thing, the Agumon vs Parrotmon.
Yeah. Which looks nothing like the rest of Digimon.
And he was also involved in a single episode of Digimon the series. That being the one where Tai goes back to the real world. The one with the really weird art style.
Yeah. You could tell it was different.
Well, according to him, and of which people found old interviews, as well as the character Bible translations, the story of Digimon's OVA is about Kairi being in love with Tai, and he declares it a romance story.
What? Pretty sure it's about Godzilla finding a
And there are
giant
hints
parrot.
of this with... he hints to this with Kairi being noted as particularly clingy. This is more emphasised in the Japanese dub. They de-emphasised it a bit within both the English dub and later anime episodes.
Yeah.
There are also... He also said that apparently the scene where Tai covers for Kairi when she wet the bed is also supposed to be a scene that apparently is a greater length than a brother would typically go for their sister.
What?
And that this is indication of romance. And the Digimon and the episode
No offense,
and the episode when where Tai and Agumon return, it was supposed to parallel, basically Kairi being the wife and Agumon effectively being the attractive women, sort of young attractive woman that Tai met when on vacation or something.
It's a dinosaur.
I know. I know, but this is apparently what the director had in mind. There's even sort of lines where he was asked, what would they do for, who would they give a Valentine's chocolate to, and Ty's was he'd try to get a Valentine's chocolate from his sports coach.
Yeah.
And however, it was noted that he would have to make sure that Kairi never sees it. And Kairos is noted that she'd make a friend chocolate for everyone, but the biggest and best chocolate that she would pour her heart into would be for her brother. And it's just a lot of things all marrying up to the fact that this director intended for it to be an incestual relationship between Kairi and Tai.
Huh.
The director of it, interesting enough, everything he directs also seems to have the same art style, because he also directed The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, as well as the coolest of the One Piece movies. The one on the Skull Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was involved in that. He also did Summer Wars as well.
Okay.
And of course, you know, the Digimon the movie
He's
as well.
also apparently stoned off his face.
Yes! Yeah, apparently, in terms of the voicing, the voice actress for Kairi actually picked up on these vibes that the guy was implying with the script, original Japanese script, and so she did actually try to voice it in a way which suggests that Kairi did feel more saw her brother as more so than just a brother.
Why would she just go along with that?
It's a job.
Oh, I guess.
Also, maybe that's more common in Japan.
It's still illegal, isn't it?
Yes, but
I mean,
in a kid's show.
I'm not going to try and judge, but it's still pretty illegal. You know, that's like being... Also, the OVA was Godzilla fighting a parrot.
Yes. Apparently it's actually a love story. Who knew? Who knew? Maybe he's actually the Japanese version of M. Night Shyamalan, because that was a plot twist I never saw coming!
You cannot convince me that Godzilla fighting a parrot is a love story.
Apparently we're all wrong! All wrong about Digimon. Like, I thought that that one Pokemon guy who worked on the Pokemon series line about how they add more girls so they can, because they're better to dress up in swimsuits and they can have different swimsuits for them, was a bit weird. But no, the Digimon one is
What do the current writers feel about that?
I don't know. Well, from what I know of the anime writers, they didn't keep the guy on as sort of head director of the series, only bringing him on for a couple episodes and the movie. Which they only brought him on because they wanted to give a different tone and style to some of the stuff.
Yeah.
And they tried to, throughout, even in the Japanese version, throughout the series, they have tried to basically develop Kairi away from that route as much as possible. You know, making her more independent, less clingy, and just do it as a character development thing. And try to avoid the whole implication.
I think that's a sensible approach.
But, yeah, Digimon is apparently the story of incest.
It's interesting.
I found that out because of
oh, no.
a video trending in sort of YouTube series called Trending in Japan.
Treasure Goblin!
And, it's all basically just about things currently sort of being popular in Japan and such, and or being...
I'll kill them, you loot!
Being brought up in the Japan forums or Japanese related stuff.
Oh, our inventory's full.
I told you we should have sorted that out before.
I mean, it's fine.
I guess we teleport quick now so I can pick up this one flawless ruby.
And empty our inventory.
Yeah, I found it out for a YouTube video trending in Japan, which I initially found because of a video talking about the Pokemon movie. But that's coming up, the 20th anniversary one. But of course, then I saw a video which says Digimon Incest with a picture of Tai and Kairi, and I'm like, what? I'm like, this must be some weird shipping thing going on, and it's like, no! This is apparently canon! What?
Well, it isn't canon, though, that's the thing.
Well, it's the director's intention, so if you're reading through the lines as to what the director actually intended, technically, that OVA and that episode were intended to be about that.
Yeah.
It's effectively... Sort of like, you could effectively say it's canon in those that episode of movie, but it is, but through the character process of development, it is kind of washed out of canon.
The thing is...
Oh, I need to mostly sell half this stuff, really.
Yeah, put your legendaries away.
Okay, let's see. Legendary.
You have 2 of them.
Okay, it's moved stash. Sorry, I thought it was X for a second, but that's compare.
You got. Oh. It's because it done that thing you hate so much.
Oh yeah, that is really annoying. Okay. Let's see.
And that should be your only legendaries. Should be all that you need to put away.
Put this away. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Actually, no. I'll keep it on me then.
It's not the hard process.
Because it might be useful.
We'll check it in like just a sec. Just put your legendaries away. Oh, you've got a necklace to put away as well.
Where?
Necklace.
Okay.
Was it? Oh no, that's in your stash already.
Yeah.
Sorry. Same with that.
Okay. Oh wait, no. There was jewels. That was it. Where are the jewels? Here.
There.
Okay.
Yeah, no, just like it was the original intention of the director, but he isn't directing.
Yeah, but those, he did direct the movie and episodes which do address these issues. However, the rest of the series don't, and in what way you could interpret as them addressing it, they kind of address it out.
So
develop
if
it in
Agumon's
such
supposed to be the attractive woman being brought home, does that mean he was also shipping Tai and Agumon?
Yeah, technically.
Does that mean Tai and Agumon had sex?
That would also imply that Tai and Kairi had sex. Again, these are children and teenagers.
It wouldn't surprise me with this guy. I'll talk about more normal Digimon things. Like people transforming into Digimon.
Well, I think I'll go back to the incest then, frankly.
Awkward realization that during the transformation sequence of Zoe, one, they give you an upskirt shot, which is weird. And two, as she's transforming, they kind of put a lot of emphasis on the fact that Kazumon only wears pants and basically she wears a pair of underwear and a bra.
To be fair, the Digimon itself is questionable.
Yeah, that's what I mean, Kazumon.
Yeah.
But it's weird because it's a little girl transforming into that form, and they're focusing on those parts of the little girls. They're like, yeah, underwear go here, bra goes here. It's weird. So for people that are not aware, the thing I speak of is Season 4 of Digimon, known as Digimon
season.
Frontier. It's alright. It maybe does get a bit more hate than it needs, but that's because, quite honestly, the first 20 episodes are painful. And I did kind of regret living during the first 20 plus episodes.
Oh yeah, that was the... Yeah, I don't need that anymore.
They seemingly get a lot of things wrong.
God. Well, that's apparently worse anyway, so... It increased meteor damage. But
you don't use meteor.
Yeah, it's the only one that's worse. Worse.
They've got a Digimon that looks like Tapiamon.
That's just weaker.
That they call Bakumon, and its signature attack is Nightmare Syndrome. So that's just proof enough of how weird the series is. My biggest problem with the series really is the lack of a Digimon partner.
Yeah, that does remove a lot of the banter.
Yeah,
character dynamic.
A lot less character interactions. There's no longer the feeling of this is a pair, this is a pair, this is a pair. This is a Kunimon in his human and beast forms. This is...
Yeah, I don't think I need a hammer.
Also, so basically the idea is there's 5 main characters. They are...
how much... Where's my thing showing how much loot I've got? It doesn't appear on the screen, does it?
No.
Wrong screen.
17 out of 60, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. Okay.
So, for the fact that I can't remember his actual name,
yes,
I'm just going to call him a Kunimon.
Okay.
He's the main character, and I need to equip that because it has less armor, but it gives me blessed hammer damage.
Oh, what are you getting rid of for it? It's not
Shoes.
hammer jammers, is it?
No, it's shoes.
Okay.
Teaming
Ground Pounders. That's an awesome name.
Teaming Ground Pounders go with the hammer jammers quite nicely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Akunimon.
Yeah.
Is the main character. Wears goggles, as main characters do.
Yeah.
He's rash, he's stupid, he's annoying. He's basically just a main character, but makes me want to punch him more.
So Davis, but not likable.
Yeah. A less entertaining Davis. Also, his name... Like, when they
They nailed Davis right.
Whenever they transform, they all scream really kind of weirdly. He's like, "Ah! I can't anymore! Ah!" And it's like, calm down, man. Chill. What's your problem?
To be fair, he's having his body sort of...
set on fire,
yeah.
admittedly. But they're really powerful as well. So yeah, there's him. There's what is? There's JP.
Yeah.
The
best of the main
I
character.
like him the most.
Best of the main character who isn't actually a Digimon.
He has chocolate, and does magic tricks. By the way, there's 10 spirits. They use them to transform. Each one has their own spirit kind of thing. Each spirit has human and beast form. Akunimon is fire, hence the whole setting himself on fire thing.
I hope. Trance Defiance. That's also a pretty cool name as well. I shall defy all trance music with this.
That. It reduces my strength for 7% increased fire skill.
Defy all of it.
No, let's sell it.
Dire Barricade. Whoa, what? That was a mouthful just then.
It's fine. So yeah, JP has Thunder Spirit, which allows him to transform into Beetlemon as his human form.
Which is funny because he looks more like he'd be the Earth one, really.
Earth is bad guy.
I know.
By the way, 5 of the enemies are the other 5 spirits.
Yeah, but that was the point where you liked the enemies, and then the next enemies afterwards you didn't like.
I liked the 5 spirit warrior enemies. They were cool. Zoe is girl.
Unfortunately, that is what her role... This is such a weird parallel dimension we've wandered into.
Zoe's job is to be a bit manipulative and a bit of a bitch, and I don't like her. Ooh, a boss type thing.
You hesitated there, which I appreciate, but we're also a really weird parallel world. I'm hoping this parallel world is one where the story of Digimon isn't about incest. That would be reassuring.
Actually, this is the world where he kept on and wrote the entire series.
As one person said in the comment section for that, oh my gosh, Team 4-Star were right, except they're going the wrong way round.
Oh yeah, that Digimon Abridged is such a weird thing. Like, where did it come from? Oh yeah, I remember. It came from
an April Fool's joke, wasn't it?
Like, a bunch of people kept on commenting, asking for more Digimon Abridged from a series they had nothing to do with. So for April Fools, they just did the last episode of Digimon. And then for another one, they did the movie. That's well drawn.
Oh, speaking of which, this ties immediately into just being able to show you the... no one else will be able to see it. But my friend on Miiverse HB, who I know through the Pokemon stuff and the fact that she follows my Nanka's Pokemon Miiverse adventure, ironically, she did this drawing today.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
I like that.
And actually, the funny thing is the drawing was actually initially being done so she could practice female anatomy. The fact that she went to the digital monsters instead of just drawing a human is kind of just entertaining.
Well, Digimon
and
have
very
big
true
boobies.
to Digimon. As someone
Also-
saying, hey, Pokemon, draw a monster. Digimon, draw a monster, but with more guns and tits.
You're saying she did that to draw female anatomy and then proceeded to put characters in front of said female anatomy to completely cover it up.
She's got a drawing where Patamon isn't there.
Ah, okay.
She just put Patamon in because she wanted to do it because it would just look fair in her opinion.
Yeah, that's fair.
But she did draw it prior where Patamon wasn't in the way.
She did draw the boobies.
Yeah.
So yeah, Zoe is wind. Her
Yep.
main spirit is Kazamon. It's weird.
Why did all these structures keep falling down? Heaven is apparently a terrible architect.
Liam, it's been blown to hell. Not quite literally. Hell's more been blown into it, but
Blown into it.
yeah. I got to figure out where we're going, so give me a sec.
Yeah, that's okay.
Over there.
We will
Or
end
down.
soon enough. But you haven't even got finished introducing the season 4 characters. So let's finish that off before we.
Kenji,
Yes, Kenji.
who's rival edge.
Koji. That's it.
Oh, Koji. Yeah. I think his brother's
His
called
kendo thing is his.
His brother's called Kenshi. That's where I was fusing their names together. Yeah, whatever.
You mean his secret brother he never knew about?
Oh, yeah, sorry, that's a spoiler. I don't really care.
It's season 4, we're saving people here.
No one cares.
I will enjoy this.
But, yeah, so, he's a spirit of light. And his transformation is Lobomon, who's a dude with swords. Now, that sounds like a very pointless thing to say.
Yeah.
But it is important to keep in mind for later things.
For the next episode where Rafi will actually finish the rest of this.
Yeah. And then there's the worst character, the worst Digimon protagonist to exist in the known universe. Tommy.
Dun, dun, dun.
God, do I hate Tommy with a passion. I also just skipped over what someone was saying. So
it was probably just Diablo.
Mashing the B button.
We've already had to deal with Asmodan constantly calling us. We don't need to deal with Diablo doing it as well.
I hate Tommy with a passion. Did we kill it? I think your Hydra just killed the thing we were supposed to destroy.
Wow. Good Hydra. Good Hydra. You're a murdering machine.
So...
There was nothing in there, by the way.
Yeah, I hate Tommy with a passion.
Like empty treasure chests.
Unfortunately, he wields the spirit of ice.
Your favourite element.
Allows him to turn into...
a snow teddy bear.
Kumamon. Which is
funny, because that's just Bearmon.
It's something like that. It's a snow teddy bear with a machine gun that looks like a bazooka that shoots snowballs.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure Kumamon was actually the name of your Digimon you used in Digimon World 2003.
Probably. I can't remember.
Mine was a Kendo dinosaur. Mine was a Kendo dinosaur.
Inside. But yeah, those are the main characters. I hate Tommy. I hate pretty much all of them. They get slightly more tolerable by the end, but Tommy's still worthless.
Yeah, don't forget the Digimon main characters.
Oh yeah, there's
the redeeming factor of
there's a Bokumon and Nemon. Bokumon is the keeper of the book, and
Nemon is the keeper of his pants.
They're mostly just there for comedy, and they make the entire show tolerable, at best.
And Nemon was their choice for Season 4 representation in Digimon Rumble Arena 2.
Yes, which is funny, given he's a rookie.
And he was a one-stage rookie who was as strong as the Megas.
Yeah. Which is questionable. Especially since he never actually fought anything.
Yep.
But I'll talk more about that all next time, because we should probably end.
Yep.
So, bye.
Cheerio!